Sri Sai Satcharita Chapter-22 Preliminary. How to meditate on Baba. No one has been able to fathom the nature or the form of Almighty. Even the Vedas and the thousand-tongued Shesha are not able to describe it fully. The devotees also cannot know but only look at the form of the Lord, for they know that his feet are the only refuge. They know no other method of attaining the supreme goal of life except meditating on the holy feet. Hemant Pant suggests as an easy way of devotion and meditation as follows. As the dark fortnight of every month wears out gradually, the moonlight also wanes in the same degree, and on the new moon day we do not see the moon at all. Therefore, when the bright fortnight begins, people are very anxious to see the moon. On the first day, the moon is not seen, and on the second day, she emerges as a thin crescent. Then the people are asked to see the moon through the opening between the two branches of a tree. And when they begin to see through this aperture eagerly, the distant small crescent of the moon comes to their sight. Following this instance, let us see Baba's form. Look at Baba's posture, how fine it is. He is sitting with his legs folded, the right leg held across the left knee. The fingers of his left hand are spread on the right foot. On the toe are spread his two fingers, the index and middle ones. By this posture, Baba seems to say, if you want to see my true form, be egoless and most humble, and meditate on my toe through the opening between index and middle fingers, and then you will be able to see my light. Now let us turn to Baba's life. Shirdi had become a place of pilgrimage. On account of Baba's stay there, people from all quarters began to flock there, and both the rich and the poor began to be benefited in more ways than one. Who can describe Baba's boundless love and his wonderful knowledge and his all pervasiveness? Blessed is he who could experience this. Sometimes Baba observed long silence, which was in a way his dissertation on Brahma. At other times he was pure consciousness, bliss incarnate, surrounded by his devotees. Sometimes he spoke in parables, and at other times indulged in wit and humor. At times he was quite calm, and at times he seemed enraged. Sometimes he gave his teachings in a nutshell, at other times he argued at length. Many a time he was very direct. In this way, he gave varied instructions to many according to their requirements. His life was therefore inscrutable, beyond the ken of our mind, intellect, and speech. Our longing to see his face, to talk with him, and hear his leelas was never satisfied. Still, we were overflowing with joy. We can gauge the showers of rain, capture the wind in a leather bag, but who can measure his leelas? Now we deal here with one aspect of them, viz., how he anticipated or forestalled the calamities of his devotees and warned them in time. Bala Saheb Mirikar. Bala Saheb Mirikar, son of Sardar Kaka Saheb Mirikar, was Mamlatdar of Kopargaon. He was going on tour to Chitali. On the way, he came to Shirdi to see Sai Baba. When he went to the masjid and prostrated himself before Baba, the usual conversation regarding health and other matters commenced, when Baba sounded a note of warning. Do you know our Dwarka Mai? As Bala Saheb did not understand, he kept quiet. Baba continued, this is our Dwarka Mai, where you are sitting. She wards off all dangers and anxieties of the children who sit in her lap. This Masjid Mai, its preceding deity, is very merciful. She is the merciful mother of the simple devotees, whom she will save in calamities. Once a person sits in her lap, all his troubles are over. He who rests in her shade gets bliss. Then Baba gave him Udi and placed his hand on his head. When Bala Sahib was about to depart, He again said, "Do you know the Lamba Baba, long gentleman with serpent?" And then, closing the left fist, he brought it under the right elbow and moving his left arm like the hood of a serpent, said, "He is so terrible, but what can he do to